Your beliefs are ruining your life. I'll say that again. Your beliefs are ruining your life. That is the simple point. Now, if you got the point, if you felt it just from that sentence, you can stop watching this video. If not, keep watching. So your beliefs are ruining your life. Why do I say that? Because it's not anyone else's fault where you are. The parts of your life that you're not happy with, it is not anyone else's fault but yours as an adult. And I'm speaking to you. We as human beings on this earth are limited by our beliefs. We are limited only by our beliefs. You are not who you think you are. And it took me some time to truly realize this as I continue to cultivate self-awareness, realizing that I am not my thoughts, I am not my emotions, I am not the stories that play on in my head, and the same goes for you. You are not who you think you are. For example, you may believe or be addicted to being miserable. So a lot of people have addictions that they don't even realize. Being addicted to alcohol, being addicted to smoking, being addicted to social media. But you can be addicted to your personality. So there are some people that are addicted to being miserable. And maybe they believe that the only way they can navigate through this world is by complaining, by being miserable. It's just a part of their personality. You may be addicted to being sick because you believe that that is the only way you can get attention. That's when people send you gifts. That's when people are more tender to you. That's when people pay more attention to you. So you may actually get sick more often than other people because that is what you believe. And so if you believe like, oh, this is when I receive the most love, subconsciously your body, your being will be more susceptible to sickness, to illness. You may be addicted to an abusive relationship because you believe that that is all you deserve, that you don't deserve more, that you're not worthy. You may be addicted to playing small because you believe that if you were to shine your light, you would get hated on. People would isolate you. People would not like you. People would judge you, whatever it is. So you decide to play small. So you may believe that you're not worthy. You may believe that everyone is out to get you. You may believe that you don't have enough time. You may even have limiting beliefs surrounding money, believing more in scarcity versus prosperity. At the end of the day, we are all limited by our beliefs. And guess what? Our beliefs run deep. Our thoughts both form beliefs and are born out of our beliefs. Our beliefs are thoughts and are within the subconscious. But the good news is we can change. Our bodies are changing every year, every month, every week, every day. Literally every second, our cells are changing. So if our cells are constantly changing, why would you ever limit yourself to believe that you can't change as a person, that your world can't change around you? Now, you've heard me talk about this before. I'm on this journey of expression, of joy, of creativity, of abundance. And as I'm moving through this journey, I am shedding core beliefs that don't serve me anymore. It's a process, but the process in changing your beliefs is actually not difficult. You have to be real with yourself. You have to be real with yourself and answer some questions. And once you get those answers will help you form affirmations, statements to support you. And then with those affirmations, you will read them, you will write them, you will say them as often as possible. Even though the process is easy, it's something that needs to be heard and done over and over and over. So some people may find it beneficial to have a coach or their partner doing it along with them, or an accountability partner, someone that can keep them on track. Because this needs to sink into the depths of your being, the subconscious level. So if there are parts of your life that you are not happy with, that you are not satisfied with, if you have a problem in your life that you would like resolved, I have something that may help you, because it's been helping me as I continue to break through old beliefs that aren't serving me anymore. So That is why I believe it may help you as well. So what is it that I'm talking about? I gave a general overview earlier, but it's the core belief changing process. Side note, I do recommend that you watch this video in its entirety. Pause the video whenever you need to, but work through it fully because you found this video for a reason. It came into your timeline and you clicked on it for a reason. So see if you can work through it fully. And when you're feeling upset, come back to this video and work through the process again. It's effective now. So when you're working through it now, it will be effective. But it works best when you are emotionally charged. So if you have the capacity to remember to come to this video, sit through this video during that time, work through the steps, and I believe a breakthrough will happen. Enough about that. Let's get to the actual process. I think you're tired of me talking about how amazing the process is. Let's get through the process. So grab a piece of paper. Grab a piece of paper, a notebook, a journal, a loose leaf paper. Grab a pen or pencil, whatever you'd like to write with. I recommend getting something to write with and not doing this on your phone or computer or laptop. Actually, put pen to paper, old school, and write. And find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. And once you've found that space and you've gotten your materials, take a seat and find a comfortable seat. You can plant your feet down on the ground firmly. You can sit in whatever position you feel comfortable in. See if you can take a deep breath, relax as much as you can, and let's breathe together. Exhale all the air out. Take a deep inhale in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth all the stale air. Deep inhale in through your nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Inhale in through your nose. Exhale out of the mouth. And then release that breath and go back to breathing in and out through your nose. You can close your eyes down. Breathe in through the nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue in this pattern. Relax the shoulders down. Release the jaw. Relax the forehead. Soften your hands. Deep inhale and exhale. Keep breathing and noticing your breath. Okay, let's begin. Number 1, what problem, situation, or area in your life do you want to improve? Like, what is going on in your life right now? What do you want to improve in your life right now? And maybe just choose one in this practice. But what area in your life is giving you the most challenge? What would you like to improve? Now, that could be money. That can be relationships. It could be your health. It could be your living situation. Whatever that is, write it down. Number 2, what emotions are you feeling? In this moment, what emotions are you feeling? You may be feeling anger, fear, agitation, shame, sadness, guilt. Write that down. And again, when you come back to this, when you're emotionally charged, that answer will more than likely be immediate. Number 3, what physical sensations are you feeling? Now, this is the time to scan your body. Maybe you noticed it during the short meditation. Maybe your shoulders are tight, your neck is tight, maybe your jaw is tense and tight. Maybe you feel some sensations in your wrists. Maybe you feel some butterflies in your stomach. Write that down. Number 4, what are you thinking about? What stories are running in the back of your mind? What is being said? And whose voice is it? Does it sound like a parent's voice? Does it sound like a partner's voice? Does it sound like your voice? Does it sound like a teacher's voice? Whose voice is talking and what are they saying? Number 5, now in this situation that you're in, that you've written down, what is the worst thing that can happen? What is the worst thing that could happen in this situation? What is your greatest fear? It could be loneliness. It can be illness. It can be failure, embarrassment. Whatever comes up for you, write that down. Now, what if that happened? What is the worst thing that could happen if that happened? Now, it can be despair, resentment, more failure. Now, what if that happened? What is the very worst thing that could happen if that happened? The ultimate, the worst thing that could happen if that situation happened. Now it may be a lonely death. It may get as dark as that, but write that down because now we're tapping into the deeply rooted fears. Now from your answer to number 1, the situation that you're in that's giving you a challenge, what is the best case scenario? What is your ideal scene if everything went your way? Now, this question may be challenging to answer because more than likely you have been focusing on the worst things that could potentially happen. And there isn't much clarity on thinking of the best things, of thinking of things that will bring you peace, joy, happiness. And so really spend some time here. If it doesn't come automatically, what is the best case scenario? An example could be you get a raise that's double your salary. Now you're able to pay off your debt. And now you're able to save up to buy a house. And then you're able to buy a house and literally dream. What is the ideal scene that will catapult you in the direction that you would love to move towards? So number 7, what fear or belief is keeping you from creating what you want in this situation? Now, once you have figured out that fear or belief, write it in the form of a belief. So, for example, if you're believing that you're not good enough, write, I believe I am not good enough. So fill in the blank. I believe that I am not. I believe that I don't. Whatever the fear is, whatever the belief is that's limiting you, write that down. Now for number 8, from those fears, from those limiting beliefs that you've written down, create the opposite. So what do you want to believe instead? And you'll write it in that way. I want to believe that I am good enough. I want to believe that I am healthy. I want to believe that I make better money choices. I want to believe that I will find love. What is it that you want to believe in opposition of what you believe is true now? From that, now we're getting to it. From that, change those want tos to present tense positive statements. So we're changing them into affirmations. You want them to be short and sweet. You want them to be in present tense, as I mentioned. For example, I am healthy. I eat nutritious foods. I am in control of my eating habits. I am in control of my finances. I am in a healthy relationship with myself. I am creating beautiful relationships with people around me. And in addition to that, tack on in an easy, relaxed manner in a healthy, positive way. Just to add a little bit more flair, ease to your life. So now that you have them written down, You want to say them, you want to write them, you want to read them over and 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 over again. 1 week is great. You know, you're doing something 7 days, you're getting into the flow. A month is even better. Now, if you do it for a year, now we're talking. But even just with a month or two, you'll start to see some major changes. Now, for those of you that have actually come back to this, when you were emotionally charged, when you were sad, when you were angry, how are you feeling now? Be honest with yourself, how you're feeling now from the start of the process, the steps, to now. More than likely, you feel a little bit more empowered. The emotions have subsided and you have more clarity. So if you are feeling a little bit better, whatever it is, write it down in the comments or even leave a heart, any color, a heart to let me know that it supported in some way in bringing you back to reality, back to your center, back to your peace, and really stepping away from the emotion. Either way, guess what? You have just gone through a mindfulness moment and realizing that you are not your emotion. So you came into this emotionally charged, maybe. And now you're realizing that is not you. That is not who you are. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You successfully observed yourself without judgment. You became the watcher. And good for you. Look at you. You are incorporating mindfulness. You're incorporating being present. And that in and of itself is bringing you back to who you really are. Now, for the moments that you don't have time to work through all of these questions, but you are experiencing fear, doubts, frustration, notice the stories that are playing in the back of your mind. If you remember to do this, take a few breaths and start to, again, take a step away from what you're experiencing and notice the stories that are playing in the back of your mind. If you are able to notice them without judgment, without condemnation, if you are able to notice them, immediately flip the script and replace those statements with present tense statements that are counteracting whatever it is that is disempowering you. These are affirmations, and these affirmations are essentially kicking out the doubt, the fears, the judgment, the anxiety. They're kicking it out of your mind because honestly, these stories, these doubts, and these fears have been living in your mind rent-free, and it is time to evict them. And so these affirmations are the eviction process, getting these thoughts out of your mind so you can get back into your space. They have been wasting your resources of your creativity, of your love, of your joy, and it's time to evict the thoughts with affirmations. It's just time to go. Like, you've had enough. I'm sure you've had enough. If you came back to this video, you definitely have had enough of the loop of what is going on in your life right now that you would like to change. So I invite you to come back to this video over and over again if you have to, because the more we do this, the more we decrease the fears, the anxieties, because now we are reprogramming, replacing, rewriting the stories that are playing in the back of our minds. You are in the driver's seat. No one else is in that seat. And we as humans are only limited by our beliefs. It's really as simple as that, but it's also complicated and challenging. So if we're looking to change what's happening in the world around us, change your thoughts, change your beliefs, and you will change your life. And all of this information was inspired by the book I've been reading, The Millionaire Course by Mark Allen. I have no connection to the writer, to the book, but it is something that I'm currently reading and I wanted to share with you all. So if you're interested in that, I'll leave the information down below for you to read this book as well and let me know what you think. I hope this video helped you in some type of way. If it did, I invite you to subscribe. I do have some other videos that you can check out, peruse through my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, peace.